Hello and welcome back to Tesla News, guys. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. Today's video will be about the Giga Berlin Battery Factory that seems to have started already, a Model Y update, and we will talk about the Tesla FSD and a crazy future when it comes to the AI use case of the chip that is working in the FSD. And if you do enjoy that, if you subscribe my channel, you give me support for my work, and I hope you follow me for my daily updates now. And let's start right into it as I have the update for the Model Y. It seems that since the 8th of February, we have already a new battery size of 82 kilowatts in the Model Ys. It seems like it's going to be worldwide already, or in Fremont, it's not quite clear yet. But in the United States, people have asked salespersons from Tesla, and it seems like they have already received the new updated battery size. Going into Giga Berlin, guys, you see in the background footages from Tobias Lin, thanks to providing this footage. And we do see that a new construction has happened. It could be a warehouse, but it could maybe be as well already a construction of a battery factory here. It would make a lot of sense because always consider the fact that the Model Y that is supposed to be produced in the summer here will have the new battery 4860 that is already starting to be implemented into the new Model S and X in the United States. So as we know that Panasonic and other suppliers of Tesla are starting to produce with the new battery, it would make a lot of sense to start with a battery factory here in Germany too. We know that they have the plans to do so. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has mentioned that the battery factory size will be one of the biggest factories in the world. And of course, this kind of building wouldn't really look like that. But what I am expecting is that they might start here, and you see in the background the clearing, and then they will further expand to the back. And they will start with a small building, starting with production of batteries, and further ramp up the battery production numbers with the Model Y production ramp up. So as we know that the new batteries are supposed to be in the Model Y in Giga Berlin, they have to actually produce them in Germany. I don't think that they will get them from Panasonic from the United States and ship them over here. I think they will actually produce some of the new batteries over here. So it would make a lot of sense to start building a small building as they have done in Fremont. Always remember, in Fremont they had not enough space to build a new battery factory. So they started with a pretty small building if you compare that to the entire factory, and they are currently expanding the production. So doing the same in Giga Berlin makes a lot of sense, starting with a small building and then further expanding. The interesting part here is, guys, that this building wasn't on initial plans. I haven't seen that building. If that is going to be a building, I haven't seen that on any kind of initial plans before. So there might have been kind of a new permit to build a building there, and it would make a lot of sense, as I mentioned. So this is really exciting news actually from Giga Berlin, because if they actually started with a new battery factory over there as well, this would further cement the new position that Tesla is taking here in Germany. So going into the FSD and the AI use case, which is going to be expanding, I would like to talk about that because it's a really important use case and revenue stream for Tesla in the future. We have discussed the Model S and Model X update, design update, the new steering wheel, which is in a U shape, etc., etc. But what Elon Musk has said that in recent discussions is that the software, so the AI that is inside the car and is making the FSD so successful, this AI will be used for other cases as well. So I think that Tesla is understanding the importance to expand the use case of this AI chip. So looking into the PRND, which stands for Park, Reverse, Neutral, and Drive, this is something which we all know, which we all use, but it seems like that they're gonna totally take away any kind of PRND as we know, because they will use the software, they will use the FSD AI to recognize where the car is supposed to go. They will actually implement that already into the new Model S and Model X, even though I'm kind of skeptical if the authorities will or regulators will actually allow that. Because what it means is that Tesla is gonna take away the possibility to use any kind of own decision where you drive the car. And the FSD, and including the AI, will determine where you want to go based on the sensors and the camera. And there were a few people that have tested that, and they said when they used that for a few days, coming back and deciding by themselves where to go, how to drive the car, it was pretty weird feeling. So the future looks like that Tesla wants that the car decides itself where to drive. You just press the brake pedal, and the sensors are deciding where you go. This is kind of scary for everyone who is so used to drive away the way we know that. If the sensors and cameras are really that safe to determine where you need to go, the future would be that you just go on Google Maps, or you go into the navigator on the Tesla car and you say, well, that's the place where I want to go. You type it inside and the car will drive itself over there, and you don't have to do anything anymore. So let's see how this is playing out in 2021. As Elon Musk mentioned, that he thinks that the FSD will drive much safer than a human being in 2021. And I must honestly admit, I think this will happen. I'm really confident it could happen. What is happening with the taking away of the PRND? This is kind of scary yet, but let's see what the regulators are actually deciding here, because a lot of other companies had challenges with that in the past, like Chrysler, Jeep, Dodges, etc. So let's see what's happening. But this would be kind of the future, and maybe the future is that there's no steering wheel anymore when we are talking about robotaxis. That could be the next step. If you do enjoy my video, guys, do consider subscribing, and I wish you all a wonderful day.